So I'm going to work the front of the thigh. I'm going to have some oil in my hands. So I'm going to stand next to the patient. I'm going to be facing the feet. And I'm just going to do alternating palmar strokes. So the outside hand goes from the hip down to the knee, and then it comes back along the side. As that hand comes back, the inside hand will go out along the front of the thigh, and then when it hits the knees, it goes along the inside, working along the hip adductors, coming back. And as that one comes back, the other hand goes out. It's almost like a lomi-lomi stroke. So one hand's going out, and the other's coming back. Outside hand, it returns along the outside of the thigh. The inside hand returns along the inside of the thigh. Okay. So we're going to work the whole leg now. Give you a little routine for the whole leg. So I got some oil. I'm going to oil the whole leg from the front of the ankle, up the front of the leg, up the front of the thigh, and then come back. And then we're going to start with C kneading on the lower leg. So starting at the ankle, we're just going to do C kneading back and forth. So starting at the front of the ankle with both hands, and then working your way up to the knee. So we're doing C kneading. So once you work the lower leg good enough, you're going to do the same thing, the C kneading, on the knee, on the bottom and the top of the knee, going back and forth, the C kneading. From there, we're going to do reinforced palmar strokes on the front of the thigh. So you're going to stroke down the front of the thigh, come back along the inside. And you can stroke down the front of the thigh and come back along the outside of the thigh. And then you can do some fingertip circles, fingertip kneading around the hip joint. So just do some circles around the hip joint. And then we're going to finish off working the side of the leg. So the side of the thigh, the ITB, iliotibial band, and the side of the lower leg. So position your hands on the top and bottom of the knee along the side. Press in and then separate the hands. So one hand goes on the outside of the thigh up to the pelvis. The other hand goes on the outside of the lower leg from the knee to the lateral ankle. So lean in, press, separate your hands, just like that. So you do 3, 4, 5 strokes this way. Okay, we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So standing next to the patient's leg, facing their feet. So I'm just going to oil the front of the thigh, and then facing the feet, you're going to stroke from the pelvis to the knee. So my inside hand will stroke along the front of the thigh from the pelvis to the knee, and then go back along the inside of the thigh. As that hand's coming back, the outside hand will come down along the front of the thigh from the pelvis to the knee, and then come back along the outside of the thigh. As that hand's coming back, the inside hand's going to go out. As that hand's coming back, the outside hand's going to go out. So very much like a lomi-lomi backstroke. Okay, just like that. Next we're going to work the whole leg. So starting at the front of the ankle, and oil the whole leg, along the front of the lower leg, along the front of the thigh, and back. Then I'm going to do the C kneading on the lower leg, starting at the front of the ankle. Work your way up to the knee, to just below the knee, and then go back down. And back up. And back down. You go up and down the lower leg a couple times, and then you're going to have your hands on the top and bottom of the knee, and you're going to do the C kneading around the knee, but instead of alternating, you're going to go together, in and out like that. Loosening up the muscles above and below the knee. Then you're going to do double reinforced palm. Just working the front of the thigh. And then you're just going to use reinforced fingertip circle kneading, just working around the hip joint. So just like that, little circles going around the hip joint. And then we're going to work the outside of the leg. So position the hands on the top and bottom of the knee, along the side, so the palms are on the side, and then press in and then separate. So leaning in, you're going to separate, so one hand goes down to the lateral side of the ankle, other hand's going to go up to the lateral side of the pelvis. Just like that.